Hello! We have just been in the city to buy some floorboards here. And in the meantime, while I was over at the cottage putting the food away that we also bought, Julian has been working on the roof and has started laying the roof. See? We decided that, or Julian decided, just to start putting up the roof without drilling the holes in, and we bought a little piece of wood that we put under here that lifts the first layer a little bit, and that looks really good. And then we just put them on, and in the end there will be coming something on the end here that will like lock them in place. So we're not gonna drill holes and screw them on, but we're gonna lock them in somehow. Or, yeah, we can show you that when we're finished. So now we're just gonna put them up. And we also need to get the last ones. We only got a few of the roof tiles here, so we're gonna drive over and pick up the last ones. I feel like I'm blabbering, but yeah, that's what's happening. Look at that little beautiful house. Wow. We are just loving this weather. I have started insulating this wall over here. I finished this one, and Julian is up there because he has started preparing the other side of the roof for roof tiles, and that's the part that takes time. They all need to have the right distance so that everything gets lined up as it should be. So the first board he puts up takes like a lot of time. You almost can't believe it, because that is the foundation for the rest, and that the whole roof will be somehow in alignment. It's so exciting that he started on that now, because that means that it won't be long before we can put roof on this side as well. And when we do that, we can do just as yesterday, take the scaffolding down here and start building this wall. Loving it, loving it, loving it. I am a firm believer in making mistakes, because when you're not afraid to make mistakes, that is probably the best way to not be holding yourself back. And also probably the best way to keep learning. And I just learned that this little piece here would have been better off if it was in line with this little piece. Because in the end, when we put the boards on and all of the nails line up, that will look the best. And number 2 lesson was that Julian told me that if I screw from the side, it won't crack here. So I could have screwed it from the side. So I learned 2 things by doing this on my own. And I'm happy about that. Now this piece is so small, so it doesn't really matter here. But I have made some other mistakes where I had to do it over again, like with the insulation under the floor. That is, I was just about to say, the point of this process. Somehow, yeah, well, it's definitely a part of this process, and it is so valuable. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. And that doesn't just apply to this project, it applies in life. I have to be careful in the high grass because there are snakes here. The other day we saw a big snake. It was about 80 centimeters and it had a gray pattern. It was gray and black. I have no idea what it was, what type it was. Maybe you Swedes can help me out if it's dangerous or what, but it was the biggest snake I have seen here. We are ready to put the first tiles on the roof on this side. I think everything goes faster the second time around, because the first time there's a lot of decisions and figuring out and measuring up, and now we're just woo! This is for the water hose. It's a suction hose that goes all the way down here. And also in that pipe we're gonna put the cables for the solar panels. This water hose is also gonna go behind the shed and down to the well. So we're gonna try to see if we can get water from the well, which is all the way down there. So that's why we dug this canal in the ground so that these pipes can lie underground so it don't fall over it. But we're not gonna dig underground all the way, so there it can lie on top of the earth. So yeah. So I finished insulating this wall. I can't believe that it took me all day. I think I'm so tired now and suffering from a bit of memory loss. I can't really remember what I've been doing today. So now we're gonna put on some wind paper before we go home. And we'll be back tomorrow. Good morning. I feel so tired today. We did some yoga, and on our way up here I just took a quick dip in the river, the stream. Today the plan is to do the roof. This really is a puzzle. Somehow this side is different than the other side or something. Julian had to cut a small board to put on top of this side. He couldn't lay it yesterday. And before we do this side, we have to finish the top of the other side, where we're gonna put half tiles on the top. Wow, there's some small white flowers coming from this tree. I would like to share a dream with you. Maybe it's too soon, but these days I am dreaming about having a little workshop out here, and in that workshop I will be painting, writing, planting, coloring, harvesting, and making creams maybe, or bath salts, and pictures, paintings, drawings, just letting my creativity loose, being in flow and sharing some of those things that are inside of me and letting them out. And the dream would also be to have a little shop where I could share some of those things with you. Share a little piece of this place and spread it to the world. If I could just spread some of the joy that I experience here, and you can receive it and let that bloom in your life however you want it to, that would be so beautiful. Because I feel so blessed that I get to be here. And if anybody would want to just remember what a gift life is. We humans, we like beautiful things. We like pretty things because they make us happy. It's scientifically proven. Then I would like to create pretty things to remind us of how beautiful life is. Oh wow, look at this. I think the mushroom season is started. This place is so inspiring. Right now we're creating a house, but when we're finished, I want to keep creating smaller things. beautiful things, just like this house. We were just down at the lake to have a swim, and it was so nice because it's over 30 degrees, so it's really hot working. But we have come pretty far, I think. So now we just need to lay the rest of the roof and we can move on to the next step. Over here, Julian is cutting some of the tiles in half to put on top. So now, instead of coal, we are covered in orange clay. But yeah, we just went to the lake, so we washed it off. So it is going pretty well with building on the outside. But well, tomorrow is our last day here alone building. On Sunday we have to be out of the cottage and move in here for the summer. That's kind of crazy because we still need to empty the living room for insulation. We need to make floors in the living room. We need to lay floors on the upstairs to make bedrooms. We need to close up the gable. So the inside is just not ready. Tomorrow it's 5 AM. We come here and start building because, yeah, we have a lot to do. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Oh, and we also need to build a toilet, put in a fridge, and get some furniture so that we can be there.